Today I have a practical guide for those who've never changed a car battery before. We're going to walk through the steps together as I replace the dead battery. Just a little lever. With the car turned off, the keys out of the ignition, pop the hood, find the rectangular box with the cables attached to it. You want to find the negative cable first, so it usually has a minus sign on it. It's the black one. I'm using a 10 mil socket wrench to loosen mine. You always want to disconnect the negative cable first. With the negative disconnected, find the red rubber cap, usually has a plus sign on it, and disconnect that cable. I'm also using a 10 mil socket. Be careful not to touch your tools to both battery terminals at the same time. We don't want any electrical shocks, burns, injuries, or short circuits. With a negative cable removed, then the positive cable removed, you can disconnect the hold down clamp. Mine also is a 10 mil bolt. Once it's loosened, remove the bracket. This back bolt doesn't have to come all the way off. I just loosened it a little bit so I could have a little bit of play in it. But the back one is actually a J hook, so it's hooked down into a hole. And I'll show you a little bit later on when we put the battery back in place how to deal with that. But I was having some problems getting it out, so I just resorted to lifting the battery right out and leaving that hold down clamp there. If you're finding this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know the video is useful, and it will share it with more people with dead car batteries. Now I'll show you how to install the new battery. Here's what the J-bolt looks like. There's a little hole down behind the battery that hooks into. And that's a hold down clamp, just holds it into place. So start by hooking it in the hole, slide the battery so it drops into the bottom plate. Put the support hold down clamp on, tighten that bolt up. Tighten your positive on next, cover it back up with the rubber boot, install your negative